I thought I told you to bugger off. What do you want? Well, I don't smell his rum-sick flop sweat on the wind, so he can't be nearby. He must have sent you to do his dirty work. Go on, then. Try to kill me. I know that's why you're here. Very comforting, thank you. Why do you think I was so rude to you the first time? Aside from... That's funny. Now tell me what he really said. What did Taue and Koa say to that? Well, my answer's the same either way. No. I'm sure he put on a good show for you. And shit, maybe he really is lonely. But I have no doubt he's been up in that little lighthouse of his in Thirdborn plotting our demise. So no, I won't share a drink with him, and you can tell him I said so. I don't care what Taue does, and Koa should know better than to trust him. Much as I miss our best days, Envoy. They're not my crew anymore. Surely hope so. So long, Envoy. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Knew it! That's just his style. He's too much of a coward to come after me directly. Well, there's no fucking way I'm sharing a drink with him now. You mean poison him instead? Yeah. Yeah, I see how that could work. He doses our drinks, you switch the cups, bam! But how do I know I can trust you? My gut tells me you'll say whatever you need to get what you want. And in the end, you'll do whatever you feel like anyway. So no, I can't trust you. This was a clever idea, but it's not gonna happen. We see things eye to eye. This was a clever idea, but it's not gonna happen. So long, Envoy. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. I thought I told you to... What do you want? Well, I don't... I thought I told you to bugger off. Then... but how do I know I can trust you? Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Careful, envoy, or I'll start to think you... You really listened to me. Captain never listened to me. And I suppose if you really wanted me dead, you'd just run me through. It's not like anyone would know. Huh. Can't believe I'm about to say this, but... And when the time comes, you switch the drinks. Got it? Okay. Here we go. See you in Thirdborn, Envoy.
This is where the captain told us to go.
Yeah. You! What are you... Why are you here? I thought after you left, I wasn't sure you were real. That any of this was real. Who are you? What do you want with me? Third? It wasn't safe here. Why would it be safe in... Wait. Old Nagunu? But I thought he wanted us dead. I don't understand. Are the others... Are they alive? What? But that's... Oh. Rwanga knows something, doesn't she? Both of you do. Oh. That makes sense. Rwanga's going to turn it back around on him, isn't she? Maybe it's time to stop. Stop running. Stop hiding. Turn and face things. Face Nagunu. All right. I'll go. As soon as I can find the courage.
You won't have to look hard for courage. It's there for you to call upon when needed.
Thank you all. I'll try.
You do that. But remember, you've got friends waiting for you.
It's my friend of the Emperor. You got a spring in your step. Is there something you want to tell me? No shit. Is it a special occasion? Should I wear my nice shorts?
I don't know about that, but I'd wash behind my ears.
It's been a long time coming. You talked to the others yet? Ah, well, you know how it is. Captain says one thing, maybe we say another. Maybe we had a deal go sideways. Maybe it was politics. Maybe the deal was kind of politics. See, old Captain likes an empire. Loves all the pomp and circumstance. Wronga, though. Nothing gets her madder than people thinking anyone could be born to wear a crown.
Many are born to wear a crown, but few have earned the privilege, and none of them deserve it.
No shit. What'd you have to bribe her with? Your emperor's head on a pike?
No, not the Emperor's head, but you're getting warm.
No, don't tell me. I want to be surprised. Trust Rhonga to always have a trick up her sleeve.
He might not be how you remember him.
That so? How's he doing these days? Oh. I guess our drinks will be pretty somber then, huh? He needs Rhonga, really. They were tight, like twine. I wouldn't be caught dead anywhere else.
Don't have too much fun. That's everyone. We should pay the crew a visit. I wouldn't turn down a drink, especially if you're buying.
If you're looking for the captain and his crew, they're upstairs. Mind taking these drinks up when you go?
Look at us! Who would have thought? Yeah.
If you're looking for the captain and his crew, they're upstairs. Mind taking these? I'm just giving you what the captain ordered.
Look at us! Who would have thought?
Not me.
Not me!
What a pleasure it is to see you both.
What?
It's fine. It's all gonna be fine. Water under the keel, right, boys?
You are so very right, Ronga. I'm so confused. My favorite envoy! Thank you for bringing us back together. And you even got dear Ronga here. I hope you didn't have to twist her arm too violently.
Ah, you old bastard. I'm glad to be here.
You are?
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't pass up this little reunion for anything.
I gotta know what the envoy paid you to say that.
Nonsense. Nonsense. We're all here of our own volition, thanks entirely to our most powerful friend.
I'll drink to that.
Oh, but I nearly forgot. Did the bartender send you up with our drinks? It's not a reunion without a toast. Excellent, excellent. Here, envoy, a little something from my travels all those years ago. May it bring fortune to your journeys too. Now, make a toast for us. Give us all something more to drink to. To old friends.
To times gone by.
Can we just drink?
Please, before I vomit.
Drink. Drink! Justice is sweet, and I owe it all to you.
For once, I'm grateful that I prefer wine.
Oh my! What's happened to Koa and Ronga?
I think they're dead, boss.
Dead? Why, this is tragic.
I'm weeping myself silly.
It was a toast to remember, envoy, but I'm afraid our work together has come to an end. I haven't any idea what... I'll never forget what you did for me here.
We've been had. I should...
Look at us! Who would have thought?
Not me. Life was sand, sky, and
You all... Justice is sweet!
If my
Yeah. Look at us!
I'll
Oh.
oasis belongs to us all. Enjoy it, brother.
Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why he's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. Horseshit. You're under Ludwine's thumb.
I know you're upset, Timothy, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research, and who knows what she plans for it. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthrall siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir. To Head Sharpshooter, First Class of Shatterscarp, Tamirti Kaiwa III. Ludwine wants the ruins of Naku Kubel, or will suffer the Steel Garot's wrath. Another shit atop the pile, then. Not that I can do a damn thing about it.
You're not going to give in, are you? Those ruins are a marvel. They're irreplaceable.
I know, Yatsley. If we give them an inch, the Adirans won't stop until they have everything. But even if I wanted to hand over the ruins, they aren't in my power to surrender. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
Something important. An Archmage doesn't waste time on frivolities.
But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at dream thralls. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwine wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage. didn't know they made adherents with such bravery. You never know what marvels you live to see. You're likely gonna die a very horrible death, but I pray Galawain will at least make it fast.
If she doesn't want to be found, that's all the more reason for us to go looking.
When an archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain. It's definitely practical, I'll give her that. Although, I wonder if it's because she likes giving trespassers nightmares. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But, if you want to find Ringgrim, head east of here, go past the Pargrunin ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yahtzee, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerity. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yahtzee, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an archmage. Ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me.
I wish I could say I didn't actually need your help, but I do. Some young idiot thirdborners decided they'd form their own militia to protect the region because of course they would. And now, predictably, they're missing. So you're the reason why Naoki was asking about me.
Temerity, can we talk? Privately?
Of course. You look like you've been through death and back.
It's kind of... No, it's fine. I'm gonna turn myself in.
What have you done?
A few of us went outside of town to deal with those Zarubs, and I abandoned my squad.
You understand that is the lowest thing you could have done? You should have stood and fought.
I know. Believe me, I know.
You're lucky I have bigger things to worry about right now. But when those are put down, believe me, we're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
There you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting. I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi. One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared. Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Ringgrim? Well, with her skill in spellcraft, she certainly could do so if she wanted to. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Aora. Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Aldra's titties, the Circle sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant. Well, Nakuku Bell is the largest of the godless ruins. It's still got its share of secrets. There must be something in there of interest to Ringgrim. Probably something powerful. I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way. Those Steel Garrote bastards stole all my research about the godless. They'll get to the garden first over their dead bodies. I can show you the way to Reengrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, the less likely she'll take notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so who's staying behind?
I promise we'll get into the right amount of trouble.
Perfect. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yatsley, when all of this is behind us, are you going back to Fjord Mesivernal?
It's hard to imagine leaving forever, especially with Quilici still there. What about you?
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. "6 years ago. Feels longer now. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller? Then you get it. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars. I guess it felt like one, too. Hardtack and Merc brew after a long day's patrol tasted better than any feast. Being back, it felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death. True. But but I can't help but feel that the Thirdborn I knew 6 years ago would have faced it better. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temerity's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving? Or it'll go the way of the godless and their ruins. Not sure which idea makes me more uneasy. What about you? You were sent by your emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You brought Egwolf to Adiran justice, but then you thwarted the Steel Garrote's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow. I'll be here if you need me.
What do you do with
Yeah, it happens. Sharing the road and sharing each other's battles. But out of all the people I've fought alongside, I haven't gotten to know many of them as well as you. You always know what to do. It's like you've got an internal compass guiding you. Not many people have such a clear sense of direction, especially in situations as complicated as these. I never thought I'd feel this at ease again with anyone else, much less myself. But you helped me face loss, regret. After drifting for a long time, I finally feel like I belong again. Thanks. It's a new feeling, but I'm getting used to it. So whatever you need, whatever it takes to finish this journey, I'm with you. To the end. You're asking me? I'm not much of a gossip. Okay, who do you want to know about? You know, just when I was thinking our little group was getting too solemn and serious, we met her. Sometimes I think she lives in her ruins and grimoires rather than in the real world with the rest of us. But she keeps things interesting and keeps us on our toes. What's more, she's a good friend to Giada. Giada's a good influence on her. Yeah, and both of those subjects fly way over my head. I prefer dealing with things I can see and make sense of. I just hope she keeps some part of herself grounded with the rest of us. She's brilliant, but I worry that the real-world consequences of the forces she plays with are academic to her. Maybe I shouldn't. Sure. Get some rest, Envoy.
Listening to Yatsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else. Well, don't you think it's a little convenient? You need to go somewhere no one ever goes, and here she is to show you the way? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then. Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway. Let's make sure they're not listening. The only one we haven't talked about is Yatsley. I don't trust her any further than I could throw her, which honestly isn't that far. She actually goes down into these ruins on purpose, just to see what's down there, I guess? And now she's trying to lead us to the garden. Might as well be searching for WoW's wacky wagon of mysteries. Nah, I'm sure she knows what she's doing, but what if she doesn't? Right. What do you... Right. Changing the subject? You too.
Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yatsley. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yatsley, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good. Well, she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins? When it comes to her, there's never any good news. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet. Anyone in particular? I warn you. Of course, she's brilliant, open to anything, and sees the world as she wants it to be. Yatsley gave me my first glass of wine, and the courage to approach a special someone. We have a lot of catching up to do. No one to get jealous over. To call it a relationship would be an insult to the word. But it was fun while it lasted. Animancy is the study of life. Unfortunately, we get so busy that we forget to live. So a little roll in the hay is good for the soul. Yatsley taught me that. Well, not the part about rolling in the hay. That was my idea, and I don't recommend it. Indeed, old friends. When they died, Yatsley protected me. Made sure I had one consistent person in my life. I think that's why she gave me that glass of wine. Why she encouraged me to live my life to the fullest. She was making sure I hit all the milestones I could have missed. Now that she's traveling with us, maybe she can teach you a thing or two. I think that covers everyone. And if my good opinion changes, you'll be the first to hear about it. Until next time.
For the camp of an official Adir and envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course. I always ask nicely. But as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind? I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find. Technically, yes. Well, it set me on the path, at least. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire. I mean, my arm wasn't the only casualty. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end. Of course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Usually I enjoy a bit of pain, but this was a bit too much. I wouldn't recommend it. As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
I've been researching the Hollowborn crisis, another spiritual plague, both similar and different.